How do you know when a relationship is not meant for you? One thing I want to talk about is if you're in a relationship where the other person is constantly saying you're not enough, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, or who you are is not right and you need to change, you're not in a healthy relationship and you cannot change your partner. And we have a hard time with that because a lot of times in a relationship like that, we are starting to feel so much not enoughness, right? Because we've allowed that partner to damage who we are, to our belief in ourselves. And we've also in some way, sometimes it's because of religion, but a lot of times it's more internal. Religion may be a part of it, but also somehow you've got your identity wrapped up in that relationship or the success of that relationship. And if it's kids, maybe you feel like it's better to say for the kids. And if you're in a relationship where the other person is mean and verbally mean and says mean things, it's never better for anyone around you. It's not better for you. It's not better for your children. There's nothing valuable that they're learning from you continuing to participate in a relationship. And make no mistake about it, you're not the only one that is getting verbal abuse. You're just not seeing it because you're so used to it happening to you. You're missing that it's happening to your children. And maybe more than that. Maybe more happens to them that you don't know about. And so if you can at least wake up to the idea, oh, wow, that was really mean, start to recognize that's where, I don't know, for me, starting to find ways to appreciate myself was one of the keys to unlocking one of the reasons I put up with abuse as long as I did, because the voice in my head was so mean. The other person wasn't necessarily meaner. And so, right? And so, finding a way to start finding things about yourself that you value, realize the things that you're doing that are good, helps you start to hear your own voice, which then helps you hear the other person's voice. Self-care in one shape or another can help you unlock that door to finding your way out. Um, and you have to be kind to yourself because it's a process. You didn't get there overnight, and you're probably not going to get out overnight. And even when you have the strength to leave, you're not out yet, right? They still have power over you for, and you'll recognize it. Like, bit by bit, piece by piece, you'll realize, oh, and you'll realize you've let other people have power over you too, because it's never just one person. If you were powerful everywhere in your life, you would never let somebody talk to you like that. So you're going to find as you unravel that relationship that there are other relationships where you've allowed people to take advantage of you or need you. And sometimes, like for me, I was taught early on that that I caused people, like if I was responsible for other people's emotions. And somewhere in there, I learned that the only way for me to be happy was make the people around me happy, which is an impossible situation. You can never make anybody happy but yourself. You have no control of anybody else. But when you think that, you are attracting people who will try to convince you that it's your job to make them happy, and you're never going to measure up. And that's how you end up in those manipulative relationships. And the key to getting out really is to start, bit by bit, finding ways to care for yourself, finding things to appreciate about yourself. I did this, even if it's something as simple as I got up and got dressed today after, taking a lot of having a lot of things happen to me the day before. Like, find anything to give yourself a compliment amount to recognize, because make no mistake, people in those relationships are strong too. It's just being used against them, and they haven't got, they're doing a ton of stuff for others and they never measure up. And learning that you are enough and that you measure up, and finding ways, whatever ways, finding one person who believes in you, and you can find them, and that person empowers you a little bit, and then you find another. There's all different exercise. Sometimes just trying to take better care of yourself can help you gain that strength. Sometimes you find a job where the people around you start to lift you up and keep saying how wonderful you are. Use it, believe in it, anything, because everyone is worthy of more than that.